Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm going to do a news video here. First, we're going to start with the NFL. So, the Jets, they ruled out Mason Taylor, Will McDonald, Jay Tufele, and Kiko Magoa for Sunday's game versus New England. So, Ryan Kennedy, the Lions fan, this is from Brooke Pryor, involved in the altercation with DK Metcalf, held a press conference this morning. Unclear his full message because the audio on the Zoom was muted until halfway through. He did ask D. Kalen, in quote, to tell people he didn't use racial slur or hate speech. So this is still going on. Colts head coach Shane Steichen told reporters that DeForest Buckner now will need neck surgery after aggravating his injury. He will be placed on season-ending injured reserve. Browns tight end Harold Fannin suffered a groin injury during today's practice. And the team wants to see how he feels this weekend before deciding whether he can play Sunday versus the Steelers. So, Sauce Gardner calf will return on Sunday, and their left tackle Bernhard Raymond elbow is going to give it a go. So Sauce Gardner will play. Man, hopefully he doesn't tear his Achilles or anything. The Browns have also ruled out tight end David Njoku for Sunday's game due to a knee injury, so they really need Harold Fannin, the GOAT, to play. That's why he's the GOAT, the GOAT. ESPN sources, Packers QB Jordan Love is out Saturday night versus the Ravens due to his concussion, and Malik Willis is expected to start. Malik Willis, Tyler Huntley. On primetime. Come on, dude. Just got on watching third stringers on Thursday, man. At fucking primetime where you have to watch this. So, Jordan Love's out, Malik Willis is starting. For the Eagles, A.J. Brown's off the injury report, good to go, and defensive tackle Jalen Carter will return Sunday. Lane Johnson did not practice, though. Neither did Nakobe Dean. I thought Lane Johnson was expected to be back, but I guess maybe Schefter was wrong. But yeah, the Packers now have downgraded Jordan Love to out for Saturday night. The Bears have rolled out wide receiver Romeo Dunze for Sunday night's game at San Francisco. Broncos signed guard Sam Mustipher off the Chargers practice squad, and the 49ers are releasing George Kittle and Ricky Pearsall, receiver and tight end, is questionable for Sunday night's game against the Bears. George Kittle every other week is like that SpongeBob episode where the dude's just made of glass, wrapped in bandages. But yeah, that's all from Adam Schefter. Let's see what else we have here. There's one thing from JP Football. This is per Albert Breer. Rumors about the Falcons. So, like, there's been a lot of buzz about the possibility of some level of changing coming to the Falcons this season. Like, this off-season, it doesn't say what, but there could be, like, a level of changes for them. That's one thing from JPA. Let's see if anything from Rappaport. So, Josh Allen, foot on the Friday injury report, foot, he's good to go. Texans, Johnny Carter, Darrell Taylor, and Justin Watson, calf, won't travel with the team to LA and are ruled out. Steelers have ruled out star edge rusher TJ Watt, who was limited again today as he works back into shape, returning from surgery after that collapsed lung. Raiders star Max Crosby is informed that he'll be out Sunday versus the Giants because of the knee injury. He's been battling since October. They made a decision with Crosby's best interest in mind, though he has been fighting to play and wants to play. So, the Raiders who faced the Giants previously placed Brock Bowers on injured reserve, and the Giants, they ruled out Andrew Thomas, so the Giants are like, no, Raiders, you're not getting off that easy for that number 1 overall selection. Huge matchup this weekend. But yeah, crazy. Travion Henderson was at practice and out of his not red non-contact jersey, so a positive sign right there. think that's it for NFL. So let's get to wrestling here. So via POS Post Wrestling, Backlash 2026 will take place in San Juan, Puerto Rico. A date is listed internally for Saturday, May 9, 2026. Maybe Bad Bunny is going to come back. Maybe Bad Bunny returns. We'll see. SmackDown. Before I get to the card tonight, they return to 3 hours next week. Good luck with that, man. They keep trying to do this 3 hour thing, trying to make it work. It's not going to work. Unless you make huge call-ups, it's not going to work. But, speaking of SmackDown Tonight, which was pre-taped, obviously I know all the results, but I'll wait till the show is over to do my review. Ilya Dragunov in the United States Open Challenge. I know who it's against, but I won't. I'm not gonna spoil anything here. I'll just talk about when I review SmackDown. Joe Hendry versus The Miz. Charlotte Flair versus Lash Legend. Cody and Drew had a segment. Some of the stuff announced. So Anthony Davis got hurt last night. Shocker. He had a groin injury, and then Sean said today he sustained a minor groin strain. He's likely to miss a few games, sources tell ESPN. Davis, a significant trade target, will be evaluated daily. Mavs have taken a cautious approach with injury specifically and will continue to do so. So he'll miss a few games with a groin injury. Cam Johnson, he'll be reevaluated in 4 to 6 weeks with a right knee injury. Sources tell ESPN the Nuggets are now down 3 stars: Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon, and now Cam Johnson. So they're without those 3 players in their starting lineup. And obviously, you had 2 players come back yesterday: Dorian Finney-Smith and Evan Mobley. So that's all from Shams. It's on NBA Central. So, former NBA coach Sam Mitchell really slammed Luka's playing style and praised Curry, where he basically said Luka cannot play basketball without the ball. Basically saying he's ball dominant, he doesn't cut, he doesn't move, doesn't set screens. He's great with the ball, he does nothing to make his teammates better when he doesn't have it. And the reason you give Curry so much credit is not because he's a traditional great point guard. He averages about 4.5 to 5 assists per game. He averages 6.3 actually. 6.5, 6.3 actually. But he does more stuff, like he moves without the ball, which when you're a great player and you make it hard to cut somebody, he's going to follow you. I mean, Luka's a damn good player, but he is ball dominant. Ringer, they list their top 25 players. I'm not gonna go over it. I don't care, man. Like, Kevin Garnett says Steph Curry's the greatest player of this era. I've said this countless times. I think we're in the Curry era. He ain't wrong. When you talk about the long ball and the 3 ball, you gotta talk about the messiah of the long ball. Not just me being a biased Curry fan. He beat the GOAT that people say, LeBron James. Don't care who his team wasn't that good. If he's the GOAT, he'd be able to win. Charles Barkley calls out Roger Goodell. The NFL got greedy, started having Christmas games. We used to have this day to ourselves, but Roger Goodell and them pigs at the NFL want to hog every day of the week now. Christmas is an NBA day. So, Charles Barkley said that. But, yeah, it's really it for NBA. So, let's get to MLB deadline news here. So, the Red Sox believe outfielder Jarren Duran is, ain't quote, worth a front of the rotation starting pitcher per Jeff Passan. That's what they want to trade him for. I mean, he didn't have a great year last year, but I feel like he can still have good potential. So this is from Jeff Passan yesterday. So, breaking! Left fielder Tyler Soderstrom and the A's are in agreement on a 7-year, $86 million contract extension. the largest guarantee in franchise history. Sources tell ESPN the deal includes a 8-year club option and has escalators that max it out at $131 million. So they dropped this on Christmas, a passing bomb on Christmas. I mean, it's only 7 years, $86 million. $86 million is nothing. It's like 12-ish a year. Like, it's not that bad. So yeah, 7 years, $86 million for Tyler Sody Pop. It really isn't a lot for baseball here, honestly. Is there anything else from Jeff Passan here? Like, that's the only few things for baseball, really. See, I was waiting for more guys with baseball, man, like Bo Bichette, Kyle Tucker, Eugenio Suarez. Still waiting for some guys to sign, man, like Alex Bergman. We're still waiting for some guys to sign, man. So I'm actually going to end it off with some news here. So it was reported earlier today that former Utah coach, or some college football news, excuse me, that the former Utah coach Kyle Whittingham has emerged as Michigan's top target. Wow. So Kyle Whittingham is officially going to Michigan. They're expected to hire the longtime Utah coach who went 10-2 last year. His last year at Utah. So I think it's a really good hire, man. At least he's gonna have really good NIL. He wanted to go somewhere else. I feel like he was kind of forced out. Maybe that's what it seems to be. He didn't retire, but he stepped down. So yeah, I think it's a good move for Michigan because Kyle Whittingham's done a really good job with Utah, and he'll have more NIL to use at Michigan. So I think it's a good hire, man. After everything Michigan's went through with this coaching search, I think it's a good move. Quintravian Weissner, Texas running back, plans to enter the transfer portal. He led the Longhorns in rushing yards this season with 597 yards rushing. Thomas Castellanos declared for the NFL Draft, Florida State quarterback. NFL Draft. Yeah, good luck. Didn't he have more eligibility? He should have stayed back. South Carolina star edge rusher Dylan Stewart announces he'll return to the Gamecocks next season. Gio Lopez, North Carolina quarterback, is expected to return to Chapel Hill in 2026. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Notre Dame and USC failed to reach an agreement to extend their historic series. Administrators plan to work towards restarting the series as soon as 2030. Really, man? Notre Dame on the lose every football fan's respect tour, huh? Guess the USC side and Notre Dame ain't worth playing. But Notre Dame, what's their schedule going to be? Where are they going to have now? Ohio University? They're just losing everybody's respect. They not playing that competition. Byron Brown, USF quarterback, plans to enter the transfer portal. He totaled 4,000 yards, 42 touchdowns, 7 interceptions this season. Auburn is an early team to watch, per reports. DeAndre Moore plans to enter the transfer portal. Bobby Petrino agreed to become the next offensive coordinator. We've gone over news from the last few days of college football, because I haven't really done these consistently. Aaron Nolan, South Carolina quarterback, he's a former Ohio State transfer. He's entering the transfer portal. But that's all about. I'm not covering college football news like every day, so I'm just going over the news from today and over the last few days that I've not covered. Marcus Freeman, he's expected to be a top candidate for the New York Giants head coaching job. Michigan is hiring. Missouri is hiring Michigan offensive coordinator Chip Lindsey. Arizona State signed head coach Kenny Dillingham to a new contract, and he confirmed he was never offered the Michigan job. Iowa State quarterback Rocco Beck plans to enter the transfer portal. But yeah, that's really all I got to say for this video. Leave a like, come subscribe for more. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.